Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's great to see everyone. I want to thank my friend of 25 years, Ambassador Sandhu, who I first met when you were a young political officer serving at the embassy here in DC. You've gone on to have one of the most distinguished careers in the Indian Foreign Service. We are so grateful for your friendship, for your commitment to this relationship. Your involvement has been essential to where we are in U.S.-India ties. Ambassador Sandhu, thank you. Let me also thank the incredibly talented External Affairs Minister, who I have also known for a long time over many capacities, and who I can also say is the architect of modern U.S.-India relations. We would not be in the strong place that we are today, but for the External Affairs Minister leadership. Thank you so much. We come here today to honor the great Mahatma Gandhi. On his life transformed the quest for social, economic, and racial justice on the Indian subcontinent and around the world. And in my own family, his teachings and ideas had a huge impact. My mother trained as a social worker in Gandhi's Sevagram ashram, and my dad's own writings were greatly influenced as a professor of South Asian literature. But Gandhi's impact on U.S.-India bilateral relationship was also significant because ultimately, contrary to what many of my U.S. think tank colleagues might think or write, the U.S.-India relationship is built on shared ideas and, yes, shared values too. Top among those are a commitment to democracy and social justice. Gandhi would write to President Roosevelt in 1942 that he had, quote, profited greatly by the writings of Thoreau and Emerson. And some years later, Dr. King would write, quote, it was the Gandhian emphasis on love and nonviolence that I discovered the method for social reform, and that Gandhi's philosophy was the only morally and practically sound method open to oppressed people in their struggle for freedom. The U.S. and India value system advocates for a fairness and justice for all peoples. These values are the glue that hold our countries together. It was the reason that 60 years ago, my father chose this country to settle in, arriving, as he likes to remind us, with only $14 in his pocket and a bus ticket. The rest, they say, is history. For his kid to go on and serve as the U.S. ambassador to the country of his roots and now serve as Deputy Secretary of State is the longest of long shots. But it is a very American story, and it is a very Indian story, too. And ultimately, it is the stories of hard work and risk-taking of individuals, all of you here, that have actually done the hard work in building U.S.-India ties and making it one of the most consequential relationships of this century. Do we have disagreements? You bet. Will we have bumps in the road? Of course. But two close friends aligned with these shared values, bonded together by the great ideas of Gandhi, King, and so many others, and solidified by all of your sacrifices, this is a partnership with staying power, with real impact, and that will continue to have an outsized influence in the world. And so I'm so grateful to the ambassador, to the minister, and all of you for what you do each day. And so on behalf of President Biden, the Secretary of State, our entire executive branch team that's represented here, we are so honored to celebrate and recognize Mahatma Gandhi, but also to celebrate and recognize all of you, all 4.4 million of you. Thank you very much.